All right, all right, all right. Hi. Okay. Now let me just check over here to see if I'm using the right microphone. Sounds like it. Yes. Yay. All right. Okay, so just getting set up a bit here and seeing what's happening. Not a lot happening. Wonder what this meant. Okay. Well, so it's 10 o'clock. And here we are, and here I am, and here you are, and here's Reginald. Look at that. Look who came to join us. Hey. And there's my clothes that haven't been folded. So guess what I've got to do today? Or tomorrow, or the next day. All right. So I thought that I would start today while I just get my head together and come into this space. Just maybe play you this thing now. I have to check that I've got this right. What's this? Yes, please. I think that will work. And I think that you're seeing it. And I will try to play it. The moving moon went up the sky, and nowhere did abide. Softly she was going up, and a star or two beside. Like one that on a lonesome road doth walk in fear and dread, and having once turned round walks on, and turns no more his head. Oh, happy living things! No tongue their beauty might declare. A spring of love gushed from my heart, and I blessed them unaware. Oh, happy living things, one after one, oh, happy by the star-dogged moon, too quick for groan or sigh. Oh, happy each turned his face with a ghastly pang, and cursed me with his eye. Oh, happy living, happy living, happy living things. I woke, and we were sailing on as in a gentle weather. 'Twas night, all in a hot and copper sky. The moon was high, the dead men stood together. Yea, slimy things did crawl with legs upon the slimy sea. And all was still. We stuck, nor breath nor motion, as idle as a painted ship upon a painted ocean. Beyond the shadow of the ship I watched the water snakes. They moved in tracks of shining white, and when they reared, the elfish light fell off in hoary flakes. About, in reel and rout, the death fires danced at night. The water, like a witch's oils, burnt green and blue and white. Burnt green. All stood together on the deck for a charnel dungeon fitter and white. All fixed on me their stony eyes that in the moon did glitter. Ooh, that was fun. I'd forgotten that. Ha! Okay, that was really awesome. So that was kind of where I started, I think. That was, when was that? That was a year ago. Huh. The moving moon went up. Okay, we've seen it. Thanks. Thanks. All right, so there's another one that I want to show you. There's the one that I did yesterday, which was because Satori D and I have been in this collaborative project together for a while, and I sort of don't always get, I'm not sure if I always do the right thing, Satori. I get huge anxieties that I'm letting you down, and I didn't do the thing that I said that I was going to do, but then I can't remember what I said I was going to do, so I can't do the thing that I said I was going to do because, oh, you know. So I have to just put it aside and stop worrying about these agonies that I have, because otherwise I never get anything done. I just sit and agonize. Okay, so no agonizing. Going to another place on my channel. To another place on my channel. Finding another video. So Satori D released this amazing, wonderful video, and I've been working with this soundtrack all week, putting together the Dude, Where's My Wallet that I did using this soundtrack that Satori D did. But I had not seen his visuals. So after I'd been working with the soundtrack all week, making it louder and softer and making sure the words fitted into the right place with it and making sure that I could put in sound effects around this track and just, I need to do this because I am really struggling coming up to the 5th anniversary. And I feel that so many of the gains that I've made are sort of slipping through my fingers again. So I really need to have fun to chase those thoughts out of my life. And playing with these videos is the most wonderful fun in the whole world. Sorry. See, this is why I'm so isolated and so alone, is because I can't talk to people without crying. And after a few years, it's sort of, even after a few months. So excuse me while I just pull myself together. If I speak to you all here and I cry once, then I don't need to speak to you each individually and cry 17 times. Okay. So I had something to play with this week, and it was this soundtrack. And then after I released this movie, after I released my Dude, Where's My Wallet episode, thank you for the collaboration. It was such fun this week, guys. I was so... Anyway, we'll talk about that later. Then I came and watched Satori's video that he'd put out called Cosmic Despair, which he'd used the soundtrack and he put the visuals on. And for the first time, I actually heard the words of this track, having sort of intimately bonded to it. And so I recorded them, because that seems to be what I'm doing, is recording myself and listening to myself, which is a very interesting learning process. And I wonder about this mirror thing. And, oh, phone, will you just stop? You know, it never, ever rings. It never rings. So I never turn it off. And then I come and sit and talk to you, and suddenly everybody in the world suddenly has to talk to me right then. What if I turn off the internet and put on the aeroplane? Oh, and yeah, make no vibration. No vibration? No vibration, maybe. I don't know. Stupid no vibration button doesn't seem to turn off the vibration. There seems to be a vibrate override. Okay, so waffle, 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 waffle. Yeah, this is not TV. This is not even YouTube. This is another thing entirely. This is the underground. All right, so the process. I told you of the process, and I love this so much. So that was the first one that we started off with, was where I remixed some bits from the Ancient Mariner. And I put my story into the Ancient Mariner. And I changed the Ancient Mariner to suit me, because mine's gaming changed Edgar Allan Poe to suit him. And I love that, to change the world to suit yourself. So here we go. I've taken what you did, Satoriti, Glitch Bard, and I have done this, and I wanted to share this with you too. Cosmic Despair.
Little bar on dark side, Luna's braille with a neon bleach bladder and a jukebox on steel.
There's a bar on the dark side of Luna's breath, where the neon bleeds violet and the jukebox hums deep. I sit with the smoke god, cards in a ring. Our book deals shadows and laughs like a string.
I ain't playing for time, I'm not for to do fate. I'm feeling for whispers that arrive too late.
I ain't playing for time, I'm not folding to fate. I'm dealing for whispers that arrive too late. A man from the bloom loop, lips made of delay, said, "You're the glitch, Jaguar. Walk backward, then stay."
He whispered my factor, he ain't my true name. I'm lost with a book and his recussion game. But not if for bound bad war is just that alive today.
So I bloom, I wait, I let the memories burn, as the satellite ghosts begin their slow turn. He whispered my fractal, he inked my true name. Now I'm lost without Puck in this recursion game.
I stepped back, honey, in the bar with no flow. Pit so fragment we go to implode. Wood grains, wide bone, fingers on flames. As the dead cold still ping they ditching their name.
Arrived when the code still believed in form. Black nails, nova eyes, a tongue like a dark star. He told of collapsing stars that sing, of gods caught in circuits, of birth loops that ring. The veil shattered, mirror smoke, voids wide. Daughter became comet, my silence untried. Gripped his last echo, a prayer made of gin smoke. Now I sip black honey in the bar with no floor, trading soul fragments with ghosts who implore. Our put grins wide, bone fingers on flame, says the dead code still pings, they just changed their name. Maybe tonight, maybe not in this shell, maybe the future's a crashed mescaline city hotel. But I shuffle my myth, I sip the neon tea, and I wait for our cook who walks backwards through time.
Maybe tonight, maybe not in this shell. Maybe the future, the crash mescaline city hotel. But I shovel my myth, I sip the neon tea, and I wait for poker walk goes back to die.
It's so good. I am so not modest. This is so perfect. It's every single thing that a video ought to be, that video is. There isn't one single mistake. Oh, okay. So that was the most fun ever. All right, so that's kind of where I'm going with this live stream today. Talking about process, talking about community, talking about the community that I have become a part of that has allowed me to develop this art practice that makes me so happy. And to work with minds, that are cutting edge, the cutting edge of life and hope and joy and enthusiasm, things that I don't have and can't generate, but other people have. And I can sort of let it brush off on me. And so today is an awesome day, and there's so many things to do. I think we mentioned housework. However, I have had a great morning. Ali, thank you so much for this. Ali has been talking to me for a while about this project that Mum is doing. And like Mum's just published her 3rd book, and now she's on to wanting to do her 4th book, which is a collection of doggerel, Al calls it, So I made this little what do you call this, book cover this morning for Mom. We have guys, if you're watching, Ali and Uncle John and Mum and I have this new group, and Mum has a collection of that's my daddy, that's my Uncle Peter, this is the farm I grew up on, this is the house, is the kitchen. Oh my word, heart pangs, the outhouse, the rondavel, and this was the market garden. Water tank, that didn't exist, I don't think, when I was... Did it exist? I don't remember anymore, guys. All right, so, because I know how to do this, because Minds Gaming has taught me how to make a book where I can put stuff. You're so wonderful. Thank you so much for teaching me this and for playing book writing with me and for writing the most amazing and magnificent story that has ever... Guys, if you do not know Ember's stories, every single poem is like a riddle. I just don't get them all. They are so wonderful. But here we started right at the beginning. I've told you so many times. No, but I haven't told you, Al. So when I met Minds Gaming, I said, what do I have to do to be part of the community, and what must I be, and how must I this? And he said, you don't need to do anything. You just need to come and sit. You just need to come and sit. Talk together. So we had this wonderful, 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 wonderful story that we built, where he wrote a poem and then I wrote a poem back, and we posted them online on MintMe. And now we've collected them together, or he has collected them together. And he's now on his 4th book. This is where we started. Relationships. It's the first entry in his book, The Ashes. So the ashes was our past, all the things we were dealing with, like we were leaving them behind, but we were building this new community, which was Ember's Brew. We were brewing it up together. Not really together. I was just kind of watching and trying to figure out what on earth was going on. So relationships. This is what Minds Gaming wrote to me. I'm the worst at being the best. When conflict comes, I stick out my chest. When grateful comes, I hide under my desk. When money comes, it burns like the rest. I'm the worst at being the best. When it comes to friendship, I rarely pass the test. When it comes to creativity, building relationships is the best. So I have met this crypto-poetic shaman who knows how to knit people together into groups of individuals who are, well, my words for it is mentally healthy, functioning, creative, interacting. Okay. So I love it, and it's wonderful, and I don't know why yes. So because of that, and because of Minds Gaming, I now have managed to copy him, because so here we go. See, this is the beginning and the end. This is me. Now I don't think these are my original works, because I think they're all enhanced by the AI. These are all interactive works between me and the LLM. This one here might be just the LLM. Anyway, so I discard changes, whatever those changes were. So because of this interaction in the community, I have learned how to make an online book of my little, I don't know. Satori D says that when you write, you understand. And we're not writing for other people. We're writing because we're trying to process stuff. And I think that my interactions with the LLM is a conversation that I'm having with myself. But the conversation is so complex and so intricate that I can't have the conversation just in my own mind, because my mind is no longer sharp, if it ever was. But by putting my ideas into this chatbot and then having it spit its ideas back to me, its rehash of my thoughts, added, of course, to the whole of human history's thoughts, pooled together into massive token clusters, and just the thought of it, and neural networks. And okay, so the point is that today I now know how I can help and support my mum and reach out to her now that she has lost her voice due to paralysis of her throat from a complication from Parkinson's disease, and she can't talk, and this is a way that she is able to structure her thoughts and her coming to terms at the end of her life. And so, yeah, so that's a wonderful, beautiful thing that I'm able to do because of bobbing along and because of the bob doubloon, which is, let's pop over here quickly because I put it up. So this is Mint Me. This is my project, the bob doubloon coin, because pirates, and my dad is a pirate. My dad is the #1 pirate of the whole world. And this is my coin, and you can see how nice and beautifully stable my coin is. I don't know what that really means. I just like it that it goes along in a line here. See, look, in a line here. It used to be 17 cents, but it's not 17 cents at the moment. It's 15 cents at the moment, and I'm very comfortable with that. This isn't real life cents, I don't think. I think this might be Mint Me cents, right? And Mint Me might be like 1/10 of a cent in real life. So honestly, this is monopoly money. However, it's a very good learning tool for learning to manage your finances, to learning to think proactively. I really believe that a significant amount of healthcare is merely forward thinking and preparation, and finances, and understanding your finances is a huge part of being grounded and centered in yourself. And for the last 20 years, while I have been on welfare, I have had no money. I have had no bills. I have had nothing. I've had enough money for rent and food. And anytime anything came up, I would go back to welfare and say, I haven't got money for this and I haven't got money for that. Please, I need to buy children's school uniforms. I need to get shoes for my son. So I have had no idea. And now I've come back to reality and come back to life, and felt like Rip Van Winkle, and realized that there's a whole new system of managing our finances out there, which has moved out of the hands of elite Wall Street people and into the hands of the people, not the Wall Street people. And those of us who didn't know need to catch up. And so this is a brilliant way of learning stuff and things. And I just wanted to say that this is bobdubbloon project, and it's about really learning the baby steps. In fact, it's like learning the pre-fetal steps. We haven't even got to baby steps in bobbing along yet. We're still learning how to even take baby steps. Maybe we're still doing finger exercise practice and watch. All right, so the main point of the Sunday stream is to check in with this community because of the amount of mental health benefit that I am finding from being a part of this online community, which has given me this opportunity to make these videos and go on this learning curve. Part of what I've been doing has been running a podcast. We're recording the podcast. When we started off hanging out at the beginning, I was just doing backup recording in case there was any ever technical glitch, issues. And then stuff happened and people went off to do projects, and I sort of started running it maybe and recording it and putting it up. Don't quite know how that happened. It's so interesting because nobody's in charge and nobody tells you what to do. It just happens that you just do something and then something else and then something else. Anyways, so we're now in this little community, and in the meeting that we had last week, we were discussing what I wanted to talk about. The main thrust of what I wanted to say this morning was about, let me see if I can go here to the wallets. The main thrust of what I wanted to talk about today was the community building initiative in the Minds the Card game MTCG community. Okay, so here we have the first this is a very, very awesome channel. If you would, this is the sort of, what would you call it? The founder member of the community. Minds Gaming's channel, and Dog Swap jumped on board, and there was a welcome that went out 25 days ago, and Dog Swap jumped into the community and built the most wonderful web page. Amazing. You have no idea how good it is. It's like everybody has like a page in the website where they put in their things that they're doing, and then the website takes the latest post from everybody and puts it all together. So instead of jumping into a community and searching through everybody to find your friends, it's all collated there, and all in categories. So you can go to this content or that content. And why don't I ever upload things? I do upload things, just that one seems to be missed. All right, so one of the things that happens wherever people are trying to build things is that people who try to break things come along. And that's really important, because if it can be broken, it should be broken really soon before you put all the effort into it. However, it's unpleasant. And it often puts people off communities. And so it's kind of important to be aware of the different levels of people, the levels of interaction. I mean, hoaxes and scams and all the rest. Yeah, always to be. And so this little advert here that Minds Gaming put out. Tired of the hype, fake projects, and chart chasing with no substance. So are we. We're building a creative community focused on real content and meaningful collaboration, not self-donations, empty promises, or noise without creation. We've joined MintMe's simply as a platform to share our work and give supporters the option to contribute. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay, so you can see here on the side of each person's channel, there is a token shop and there's also a bounty shop. Here, if you go to the token shop, you can purchase products. In my token shop, you can purchase voiceovers for a video, or you can purchase a spot on, I think you can purchase a spot on a quantum gathering. You can come and buy an interview if you like to put it like that. Or you can go to the bounty shop and you can reward me for my editing and say good job and give me 1,000 tokens. I think 1,723, because numbers seem to be important in the game, and I like the game, so I'm trying to learn the numbers. Okay, so I do this, and then you can come along and donate your tokens to me, and then I can come to your project and donate my tokens to you, and so we build a microeconomy. And by building a microeconomy, we practice the skills that we need to be able to participate in this new sort of decentralized financial responsibility opportunity. Well, that's the way I see it anyway. So this is what he says. We've joined MintMe simply as a platform to share our work and give supporters the option to contribute. Nothing more, nothing less. No gimmicks here, just raw creativity and open projects where your ideas and content are always welcome. Welcome to our quantum gathering. Let's build something real together. And then this link here on his post doesn't click, I don't think. I think you have to copy and paste it, unless they fixed it. But if you're interested in coming and talking to us more about the different projects, how you could contribute, maybe you're not interested in making content, but you're an ideas guy, or you'd like to see content go in a certain way, or you could code, or I don't know. We're doing this as a community thing. There isn't a plan. As we go along, we try to figure it out. Some days I don't figure it out very well, and I don't say the right things, and I'm sorry when I upset you guys. I'm sorry. Anyway, moving forward, this is happening. Now, I'm not sure where it is, because I find navigating around the site to be tricky, because you have to go to every single person's page, as I was mentioning before, instead of having a central way to get. Mind you, this is the central way. This is the list of all the tokens that I have collected, that I'm supporting the projects by having bought into them with these amounts of tokens. and then made stupid mistakes and sold things wrong when I didn't mean to sell them, and then haven't been able to buy them back in. However, maybe one day I'll get it right. So what am I doing here? I'm trying to find dreams. No, Dude, Where's My Wallet? On Dude, Where's My Wallet, what we do is we write a script that reflects what's happening in our community, in our projects. We add in our little twists, we edit lines, we offer pictures into the mix, and every week we produce a little, it's sort of like a commentary, if you like, on our latest conversations and our latest projects or initiatives. So it's kind of an inside joke in many ways. But it's also an opportunity to share creativity. Here are the bounty campaigns that are offered. For voice acting, you can earn 500 Dude, Where's My Wallets. If you provide music for the show, you can get 250 Dude, Where's My Wallets. Satori D, you should claim that one. And within, you should also claim that one for this last. I wonder if I should write this here. Please claim your bounties for voice acting and music, guys. So I don't even administer this channel, right? So everybody might have already. I'll claim as well, but I can't remember which one I claimed for. So I will just put in an emoji because I can't remember. Okay, so, and then there are others as well. If you're new, you can come and get 100 tokens. No, you can get 3 tokens, actually. If you write a story based on something, list a sale, write about your understanding of crypto or AI, that's a good one. If you write about understanding crypto, you can earn 1,500 Dude, Where's My Wallet coins. All right. So what I was also trying to tell you, if I can get to it, is this initiative that we've mentioned in the chat on the Quantum Gathering, and I need to find it. It's for voting. What we're doing is we're practicing establishing a voting system. And to start off with, is it in dreams, guys? Is it in dreams? Or is it in Minds Gaming? Dreams? There's meant to be a vote. Oh, it might not have been put up yet. Oh, I remember what you said. Voting. Thanks, Otter. I clicked the one that says voting. Is there one here? No, maybe not in dreams then. So maybe Dude, Where's My Wallet? If I go back there, was there a... So in the first instance, what we're going to do is we're going to vote as a community on who should be in charge of running the next Quantum Gathering show, which won't mean doing the technical stuff. It'll mean, say, putting in the main script ideas for the week, and I can't remember all the different things it was. Sorry. I think mostly it would be that the Quantum Gathering meeting would sort of focus on that person. So that person would be in the spotlight. They'd be it. So they'd be bringing their best game. Embers? No. Why would it be in Embers? It wasn't voting for Embers. No. Come on, wake up. I find it very confusing, sorry. bobdubbloon, Satori D, Mine's the card game, Within the Vacuum. Dude, where's my wallet? Finally, I think I'm on the right page. Now then, let's check here on voting. No. All right, well, that's a big fat fail. Sorry, guys. It wasn't a fail, it was a success. I just was impatient. So, this is the one that we did last week as our first thing that we did. That Minds Gaming put up an idea, a suggestion of who did we do next, right? So it was the city, the pirate ship, the underworld, the OG apartment, or the bar. Ah, and look at this. These are the people who voted. Oh, Duncan, you voted. I didn't know it was you. Minds Gaming, you didn't vote. Minds Gaming, you didn't vote. Bro. So we participate, and then I think what it is that the amount of coins that you have is the amount of votes you have. Okay, so as I said, I'm learning this. Excellent. So I think I've done it. I think I've filled you in basically on this community building initiative, trying to give a little, please, if you are interested, please come over to the chats or the comments and drop us a link. We've got a lot of initiatives on at the moment. You can earn tokens for joining, participating in the fun, coming and learning, you know, advertising your project, telling us about what you do so we can tell others on the show. Right, now then. Okay, I've got a few minutes left, and where we've started with the collaboration at the moment, the new thing that we've started is that, so it's, the images are mostly AI generated, and so this I'm showing you here are my images on my ChatGPT for the last few days that I have been doing. And here in Sora, oh, come on, wake up, little computer. These are the ones that, oh, hi, see, I had it all ready for you so that you wouldn't have to wait and look at a blank screen. But no. Oh, well. So this is a fun thing that you can do. Wait. No, don't wait. Go to ChatGPT, open Sora. If you would like to get involved in using an LLM, content creation, or not necessarily making animations. This is animation that I quite like. I didn't use this last week, but that's a good one, isn't it? All right, look at this one down here. This is a lovely one. This one I wanted to show you. Ooh, I think this is us arriving. This isn't the one I wanted to show you, but I think this is the one that we're arriving in Mescaline City. Look. Okay. Yes. And it's a feature, not a bug, guys. It's a feature, not a bug. here we go. Look, this is us arriving in Mescaline City. So we're voting. Are we going to stay and do the next Dude, Where's My Wallet on Mescaline City? Or are we going to go back into the underground? Ha ha ha, because there are 9 layers of metal, are there? And we've only been to 2 of them so far. There's a lot more that can be done. I don't think we've even brushed on Poseidon. And have we mentioned time? Don't know. So, at the moment, we're in Mescaline City. We've just arrived in Mescaline City. It's for you to decide what we do next week. Okay, no, you can't decide on what we... Oh, no, you can't decide on what the video is because we've already recorded the video. But you can decide what the theme will be. Oh, that was a good one. This isn't the one I want to show you. Oh, look, 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 look. What about that, guys? Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Our Puck dealing the Toltec Oracle in the cafe on the far side of Luna. That's where I first met him. All right. I don't know if I can. Yes, I think I can find the one that I wanted to show you. Can I find it? I don't know. Maybe I should just go. Maybe I'm getting boring now. Or maybe I'm getting distracted and I'm wanting to go and do work because I've got the next one too. Right, you see, okay, this is something that I would like to ask you about. This is what I wanted to show you and ask you about. This is the map, Minds Gaming. You said the map is a good place to start. That's what my map mind is like at the moment. But yes, I will sit down. And I noticed that Belle was in the chapter. I thought that Belle was the young girl. But is Belle the old grandma as well? So, anyway, all right. Look at this. Look at this. Isn't this lovely? No, not this one. Okay, not this one. All right, it's coming up any minute now, any minute now. Just hang on, just hang on, any minute. Here it comes. No, not this. Okay, was it the first one there? This one. So this is so pretty. Look, isn't that lovely? However, it's very frustrating because I don't always want it. It's not always this beautiful. Sometimes it's something very weird. But I don't always want it to transform out of the style. Okay, but then I have this one here, right? Where it's wonderful. I put in the thing and I get an awesome animation. Look at that, staying in the style. But I don't know how to make the LLM stay there because it just seems to, it randomly chooses whatever it does. Yeah, it got bored and it just did nothing. All right, guys, so these are the opportunities in the Dude, Where's My Wallet? We will have the voting up. I think Minds Gaming said when he puts it in, it will be up for 2 or 3 weeks. So it might go in this week, next week, right? It'll be up for 2 or 3 weeks and we will keep on advertising it and we will keep on, promoting opportunities. So the opportunity is not going to go away. We're sort of here for good. Unless there's a tsunami or a nuclear war, but for most all intents and purposes, we're here for good. So when you would like to be involved or to participate or to jump in, come along over. And I think that I did it. I don't think there's any other check-ins I need to do. except saying thanks, family, for all your support and for being there and the project, and thanks Minds Gaming for the offer of the garden behind the gate in the mansion. It's hard to know what to even say to that because it's just so wonderful. Thanks, Satori, for all your stuff. Thanks within. Hey, by the way, guys, we're also talking about doing a documentary in Costa Rica on the development of neural networking and LLMs. So, Costa Rica, guys, you could be part of the cast. Are you good with code? Are you a cameraman? Can you take photographs? Are you a good fundraiser? We have huge opportunities for team. If you're interested, bring your skills. Whatever your skills are, there's a place for them. And whenever you're ready, we're here. And we intend to be here for, well, a quantum amount of time. Guys, thank you for listening to me. Thank you for letting me waffle on and bob dub at you. This is my happy place, and I'm glad that I could do this thing. And I hope you have a lovely day. And I'll catch up with you in the chat. Okay, guys. Thank you. Right, this is the button here. I nearly pressed the wrong one. I'm learning about this button clicking. It's quite an art. Stop streaming.